I'm just going to hunker down in my chair. I'm not going to listen. I'm going to let it go in one ear and out the other, because I've got control of my stuff. You know, I'm not going to have to listen. So there we go. We're about 3 minutes into the sermon now. If we'll fast forward to about 12 or 14 minutes into the sermon, my heart is broken and melted and on the floor. God came into my life right there, and he said, you know what, you had me. You are in the wrong. I'm going to change that. Okay, so we leave the sermons, get the pickup, drive down the road. Celia and I are having this conversation. We decide, you know what, money's not just everywhere, but let's sit down, let's figure this out, let's give the best gift that we can come up with. Okay, so we went ahead. A good starting point is 10% for us. So we said, you know what, we're going to try this. We sat down, we prayed, we decided 10% is where it's at. So that's what we're going to do. Matter of fact, to make it a little bit more convenient on us, we're actually going to have this thing electronically drafted from our checking account. That way, you know, we stock show a lot. We're on the road and we're not at church. Our money's still going there. You know, if we forget our checkbook one week, our money's still going there. Okay, so you know, to backtrack a little bit, and the reason I'm so absolutely convicted about verse 10 in there, where it says we will be blessed. The first 30 days of my wife and I tithing, I have a guy walk into my office that I've known my whole life. He walked in, didn't say hi much. He slides an envelope across my desk. He says, here's some money I've owed you. There's $500 in there. 500 cash that I had written off at least 7, 8 years prior. Okay. So we rock along here 3 or 4 days. It's not long. Another guy, I'm sitting in the same office. He walks in, he's got a check for me. Slides it across my desk. Hey, Evan, there's some commissions that we owed you for a job you did back about 6 years ago. There it again, that was money I just wrote off, never did see. Okay? My office is in Seminole. I drive a lot. I'm pretty pumped up when I get this check. So I call Celia. Celia, you're never going to believe how well we've been blessed today. Her words, you're not going to believe it. Well, I'm in Seminole receiving a check that somebody just threw across my desk. She's at home cleaning the house, happens to flip through a book, $3,000 cash that she forgot about. So within 30 days, guys, my small little household had about $10,000 worth. Is that being blessed? Is that being blessed beyond belief? And guys, that's just the first 30 days. We've been consistently concentrating on this in our lives. And the blessings continue to flow in. So, kind of a little bit of an analogy or a little bit of a prop, if you will. Everybody seen one of these before? Okay. My full-time job, I sell fertilizer and chemical and seed. Okay? So, an analogy I use with my growers a lot of times is, guys, think about your farming operation as a bucket. Okay? Wooden slatted bucket. Let's just think in our mind real quick that this slat right here is, I don't know, the weather. Just think about this slat right here as our water, soil, fertility, weed pressure, wind pressure, so on and so forth, all the way around the bucket. For farmers in the room, if we've got a pivot that has 2,000 gallons a minute going through it, but we have 0 phosphates in the soil, are we going to grow anything? No. So, if you want to think about this slat, say this is soil fertility, well, that would be down here about where this bottom ring is. How much water is that bucket going to hold? If that one right there is down there, that low. Can't hold any water, won't have any success farming. On the same note, let's think about this as our spiritual life. Okay? Might have prayer life right here. Might have, servanthood right here. Worship right here. Well, what about back here at the back of the bucket nobody ever really wants to talk about? What about our giving right here? Okay? If we've got a slat over here that's our servanthood, that's all the way to the top. And on the back side of the bucket, if our giving's down here at the bottom, how much water is that bucket going to hold? So, my challenge to you today is twofold. No, I'm not giving you a challenge yet. Last night after the game, I got messing around on the phone and I looked up some tithing statistics. I'm a number guy. I'm a dork. I can make smoke come out of a taped calculator. That's what I do. Okay, so if everybody in this room, and keep in mind, these numbers are nationwide. I'm not talking about Idalou Methodist. I don't have a clue how much is given by whom and when. But if folks make less than $20,000 a year in this nation, what percentage of them tithe? Any guesses? Guesses? Man, 10%. You're high at 8%. Here's the scary thing, guys. If we look at folks and families that make $75,000 a year or more, what percentage tithe? Less than 1%. So, like I said, I'm preaching to the nation here and not Idalou Methodist Church. Don't know anything, but I do know that 1% of them tithe. Okay? 3 out of 4 non-Christians, 3 out of 4, 75%, they give to charitable organizations. Okay? So if we're sitting over here honoring God and praising Jesus every week, and the folks that won't even acknowledge that we are on this earth for any reason other than to eat, breathe, and sleep, if they're giving you a charitable donation, if we can't even give to our church, the places that are going to go out that are going to feed the hungry, they are going to spread the word of God. Okay, so if you take every adult in America that claims to go to church on a weekly basis, that person tithes $17 a week. I spend more money than that in Sonic. And so we want to talk about sacrifice, because I know if you're not giving right now, you're sitting back in your head going, you know what? I'd love to, but check out my bank account and it ain't there. Folks, there's got to be some sort of sacrifice within your giving. When you're giving, and you're giving on a consistent basis, that can be considered continued obedience to God. When you have continued obedience, put your money where your mouth is. That book right over there says that God is going to bless that. Okay? Are you going to go all of a sudden and have $1 million handed to you? Doubtful. Is it going to be a financial blessing? That book doesn't say so. But is it going to be a blessing? You bet. But just to hurry up on some of these other points, 33% of Christians say they're too far in debt to give. On the flip side of that, 77% of Christians that give, they give 11 to 20%. So we're not talking about that tithe. We're talking about giving, wholehearted gift. Okay? For me and my family, we've been giving 10% like we're supposed to and doing all that. That was our starting point. Starting today, we've talked to it, we've prayed about it, we're going to bump our giving 1%.